Hello. Welcome to Hi Vibe Honey. So good to see all your beautiful little faces. Let me just scroll through this gallery. Look at these faces. Christy with her cat, Kate with her cute braids. Everybody's got their tea, looking cozy, very cute. Look at your cute faces. Thank you all so much for being here. Tiffy has the best hat on ever. Amazing. Look at that, styling out. So good. Hi, everybody. I'm so excited that we're all here together. I don't know about you, but I had a real doozy of a week. Anybody else? In fact, I would go so far to say that Friday, the day of the eclipse, was one of the craziest days I've ever had in my whole life. And I will be making a podcast about it because it was that fucking wild. And yeah, so how is everybody feeling through what we just went through? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling relieved? Are you feeling like you've been on some kind of roller coaster? Ready to move on, tired, but optimistic. Every highway around me is washed out and closed. Had a cold all week, feeling good. I met the light at the end of the tunnel, emotional roller coaster. I don't even know how to feel. Yes, I feel you. Tired after 10 hours of sleep. Yes. Okay. So lots of feelings. Yes. Okay. Making vacation plans so I have something to look forward to. Nice. All right. Well, let's drink some water. Now, here is my prescription for us today. Like if I was a doctor with a notepad, my prescription would be about really keeping it simple today. And what I would want to work on would be just loving and accepting yourself exactly as you are right the fuck now. And knowing that even though there might be things that you want to change or tweak or improve or alter or whatever, that actually where you are is perfect and you're wonderful as you are. And that doesn't mean that you can't then change something if you want to, right? I was talking to Le Poisson about this morning. I was lying in bed with him and I was like, what do you think we should tap on this morning? And he was like, I feel like you should tap on cracked ribs because he's been riding his motorcycle through Mexico all week and he has cracked ribs. And I was like, I think that's too specific for them. I think they may need something that actually is about them, not about you. And I was like, I kind of feel like we should tap on just like loving and accepting ourselves as we are. And he was like, yeah, but sometimes like there's things that need to be shifted about people, or, if they want to get to the next level, there are things they need to change to do that. And I was like, yes, but my experience is that you cannot punish yourself into change. You have to be like, here's where I am. I have an awareness of the situation. I have an awareness of what's going on with me. And from here, I can shift it and change it. But I think, and this like relates to my week as well, where I was just like, oh, I think I should change this thing. And then I was like, no, actually, you're fantastic where you are. Pamela says, I've been pressuring myself about how I need to change and why things aren't working. And it's been giving me anxiety all week. Yeah, loving yourself into change. And look, those of you in this program, you're change maniacs. I know that about you. You're always like, what can I do? What can I change? What can I do? Let me do my magical morning practice. Let me do this tapping. Let me do this. I have people here who are like tapping every fucking day, or they go through a different Hi Vibe Honey every fucking day. They comment on them every day. I know they're doing it. And at the same time, sometimes we need to be like, okay, let me just take stock of where I'm at and just love that stuff about me. Carrie Ann says self-sabotage is a misguided form of self-love. Brad Yates says this all the time. And Ali said, loving yourself is so important for being able to hold a vision, even when it is taking forever to come into being. Emily says, yes, I'm working on the balance. I'm enjoying where I'm at versus always wanting more, better, new. Yep. Kelly says, yes, I start to feel like I'm never good enough because I'm always trying to change. Right. And that is the balance point, right? Is like, where are we just accepting ourselves and not really encouraging and pushing ourselves to like go for more? And where are we being way too fucking hard on ourselves? And there are parts about us that are just, this is how we are. And that's amazing, right? And in fact, I was talking to my boyfriend about this week as well, where he was just like, you know, your authentic self, when you're not thinking about it so much, is the best version of you. When you're not trying to do the checklist of like this and that and blah, 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 just, can we just rest in ourselves and enjoy ourselves and just be, as Emily and Em both said at the same time, and you have the same fucking name. So, I mean, how amazing is that? I think that's really important. And I know my energy is weird today. Trust me when I say Friday was so fucking shookening. I'm still getting my head around it. So just believe that. But I'm here. In fact, I wasn't going to be here today, but I'm here. And we're going to do this. And we're all going to do it together. And those of you who have not really tapped in a group before, I just want to let you know that when we tap as a group, we are really amplifying the healing of everybody else. This is a very powerful practice because, you know, Shay can see Allie and Brianna can see Virginia, and you're amplifying one another's help and the energy. You're really like powering each other up. And that's really, really important because this is not just about you. This being here is not a selfish act. You're here and you're contributing to everybody else in the room, AKA energetic field. And Sarah said, teamwork makes the spiritual dream work. And I love that. All right, let's drink some more water. Oh my God, I can't wait to tell you all about my story. It's just going to blow your fucking mind. Okay. Congrats on all your artwork being put up. Thank you. Do you want to actually look at this? Look at the whole thing. There's so much artwork up. It's really exciting. Okay. All right. Let's start tapping here on our little fleshy junky bit. Junky? I don't know what I mean. Chunky bit, I think. Tap on your chunky bit. It's the official term. And I just want you to repeat after me. I am a change maniac, and I forgive myself. I always want it to be better. There's always something I want to tweak and shift. And sometimes that's an amazing quality of mine. My need to improve things and maximize every situation has led me to some fantastic things in my life. But sometimes I know I go a little bit too far. And sometimes maybe what I need more than change is a huge, juicy dose of self-acceptance. Sometimes what I need more than an up level is a radical settling in to where I am right now. Sometimes what I need more than putting my energy outside is pulling my energy inside and just loving where I am right now. Because I was made this way for a reason. And how truly radical would it be to just accept myself as I fucking am? How beautiful would it be to declare that I am enough right now? That there's nothing about me that is imperfect. That who I am right now is perfectly okay. Completely beautiful. Thoroughly acceptable. And worthy of all of the things I want in life. What if I don't have to become someone else to manifest the things I want? What if the thing that's stopping me from manifesting those things is this belief that I have to change first? What if I was enough right now? What if there was nothing to change? Nothing to shift? Nothing to tweak or alter? What if right now, right here, I am 100% of who I should be? And of course, I can make changes. I'm totally allowed to do that. But what if I made them from a platform of radical self-acceptance? Maybe that would make the change even easier and better and more juicy. And maybe that would be the best gift I could give myself. All right. Take a deep breath in. Hold it at the top. Let it go. Brianna was yawning like a maniac. What did that bring up for you guys? Was there something where you were like, fuck, I need to stop trying to adjust this or that, or so many emotions, already crying, yawning and gulping, laughing out loud at myself and how true every word rang out. My first live tapping, I cried already. Oh, Paradox Delilah, welcome. I felt nauseous, crying so much I can't speak. Feels good to be in appreciation. This is what I need. I don't understand how you always tap on exactly what I need. Deserving things without changing. Oh, yeah. I need to stop thinking that I need to be some version of me that I think I need to be. What if what I want to manifest is being prohibited because I'm trying to change? Stop chasing change. Feels really good. And Kelly said, for me, it's about losing weight and getting healthy. The harder I am on myself, the less results I see. You know, I really believe, especially when it comes to changing your appearance or weight loss, that the worse you talk to yourself, the more weight you hold. When I had an eating disorder, I was almost like embarrassed to say I had an eating disorder because I felt like I wasn't thin enough to justify it. And when I released my eating disorder, my body completely changed for the better. And it's because my self-talk changed. And I really think that's true about anything. Like the words that we say to ourselves completely affect the way our body acts and what our brain does with all the information that we're giving it all the time. Lindsay said, I'm feeling so seen and recognized for that small, vulnerable part of me that feels so inadequate just as I am. Yes, yes, yes. Tears coming up about not needing to be someone else. This is so timely right before I spend the holidays with people who tell me I'm never enough. Yeah. And, you know, there's always going to be some assholes around. Like, you probably can't change their mind on everything. But if you are feeling good about yourself, then what they say to you won't matter so much, but it's like you have to feel good yourself, because if you go in there feeling shitty already and then they're saying that you need to change this and this, blah, 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 it's like makes you insane for sure. And a lot of people saying just don't spend your holidays with those people, and if that's an option, then I really recommend that too. Brianna says, less push, more pull. I've been trying to force change for so long. It's time to accept that who I am and what I am right now is enough. Yeah. And I think this is where like the self-help industry can be a real challenge for people, where we are trying to balance this idea like, I'm enough, I'm great, I love myself. And then being like, oh my God, I want to change this and that. And where do I start with this healing? And this is never ending. And oh my God, I'm going to be working on this forever. Like it's a balance, right? And these conversations require nuance. It's not as simple as like, love yourself and never change, or don't love yourself and keep pushing yourself, right? There's a whole wiggly area in the middle of that we get to work with. And there are going to be times where you want more love and less change. And there are going to be times where you want more change and not less love, but just more focused on change. And it's going to shift a lot throughout your life. So just knowing that that is a balance you're going to have to play with is really valuable. But I'm really glad this is resonating so much with everybody. And that's fantastic. So more water. Sarah said, Brianna, your cat is so cute. I don't even really like cats. And you do have a cute cat. It's true. It's true. Okay. I have a hat on, but you can still tap through a hat. Isn't that cool? So I'm going to tap through my hat and we're going to start on the top of the head. Renee says, yes, I was recently thinking about how self-help can also be used against ourselves. Yes, because it can be self-sabotage, right? It can be just another way of covertly punishing ourselves. And that's one of the reasons why I like tapping so much, because even as you're working on change, you're reaffirming that you love, accept, and forgive yourself. So you're not punishing yourself as much, right? You are doing it from this place of like love and groundedness. So it's really powerful. Okay. Let's start on the top of the head. Let's get this done. Sometimes I feel like I want to change everything about me. And sometimes I feel like who I am is never enough. And honestly, that fucking sucks. I've done so much work on myself. How is it that I still have issues around self-love and acceptance? Will this ever end? And have I been pushing myself too much to change the things about me that are actually fantastic? Like, why do I think I even need to change this anyway? Is it because of what some asshole said to me? Is it because of what I see on social media? Or is it because I chronically undervalue myself? And so I never think anything is good enough. I don't know why I feel this way. I don't know why I have less love for myself than I should. But I'm willing to let go of those places of smallness. And what if I was willing to see myself through the eyes of someone who loves me, as opposed to my mean vision? Because my mean vision is really mean. So fucking critical, unrelenting. just exhausting. And it makes me feel like nothing about me is good. Or maybe like 2 things about me are good and the rest of it needs to be overhauled yesterday. But even though I struggle with this, I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. And maybe I don't totally love and accept and forgive myself. Maybe there are parts of me that feel hard to love and accept and forgive. But I forgive myself for that too. I know that this stuff is a journey. But I really want to be in a place where any changes I make from a foundation of love and groundedness, not a foundation of self-hatred and scarcity. I don't want to feel like that about any attributes of myself. What if I could step into seeing myself with new eyes? What if I could step into knowing I'm worthy of everything I desire right now? What if I could step into knowing I don't have to change in order to manifest the things I want? Creating the life of my dreams is not about a checklist. Manifesting is not about a checklist. It is not like, do this, then do that, then I get the thing. Manifesting is just about vibration. And the truth is, if I'm walking around feeling not good enough, then I'm just not going to get what I want. Because I don't believe I'm a match to it. But I can be a match to it in an instant if I put myself there vibrationally. So even though I want to change so much about myself, even though I am so critical, I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. And I truly do forgive that critical voice inside. I feel kind of sorry for it. It's really confused. I think its values might be a bit fucked up. But I'm willing to forgive that critical piece of me because it just doesn't know any better. And I'm willing to look in the mirror today and tell myself, you are fucking fantastic the way you are. And I know there's shit about you that you want to change. But you know, you are your most radiant when you are just yourself, fully embodied with your weirdness and your quirks and your crazy hair or whatever. All of that stuff is beautiful and it's magnetic. and trying to tone it down or change it for some weird ideal is going to take you further away from your power. So even though I struggle with this battle of being authentic versus being what I think people want, I love myself as I am. And sometimes it's hard to choose to love myself. It's easier to want to change. But love takes a lot of courage. Because it means that you have to stand up and own your stuff. And I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do what's hard because it's going to get me a better life. And I'm going to feel more grounded in my true self. And my true self is the most beautiful version of me. And so it is. Okay, take a deep breath in. Hold it at the top. Let it go. Robin said, wow, with 3 exclamation points. Thanks, Gala. You're welcome, Natalie. Paige said, so emotional. You know, what I really recommend is that you take yourself to the mirror today and you give yourself a pep talk. And if you really want to supercharge it, then I recommend tapping while you do it. And if you don't remember all the points, just pick one point and look yourself in the eyes and tell yourself what you need to hear. It is so powerful to do this. And mirror work is what I used in conjunction with tapping when I healed my eating disorder. And mirror work is really powerful generally, but when you combine it with tapping, it is unbelievable, amplified the most powerful, because you know, you might be tapping in your bedroom and you might be like distracted or kind of thinking about something else. But when you tap in front of the mirror, you can't avoid yourself. You are truly locked into yourself and you will have so much more resonance and it will be 1,000,000,000 times more effective. So I really, really recommend that. Clara says, once I was talking to my friends about how hard we are with ourselves. If we could see ourselves with the same love we love our friends and make them feel, it would be amazing. Absolutely. You know, I think like my friends are so beautiful. I think they're so beautiful. And then when they're like, oh, I feel bloated today, I'm like, you look amazing. Are you kidding? And so, I mean, imagine if we could see ourselves that way, right? And that's why we have to practice this, because it doesn't come naturally. It just doesn't. It's so normal for us to be so critical of ourselves. Especially with social media, I think it just makes us mental, myself included. So, yeah. Alyssa said, the part about being able to vibrationally align in an instant when we put down the to-do list resonated, and that's today's goal. Yeah. So that's the thing what's one of the things I really want you to take away from this is you may have this idea of like, you want to manifest this thing. And in order to do that, you have to like get a partner or lose some weight or change your job or fucking something. But that's not true. It's just not true. All you have to do is be like, I'm here, I'm aligned, I'm feeling good, I'm practicing this, I'm feeling worthy, I'm feeling valuable. And that sounds really simple, right? But there are lots of things we have to do in order to get that. So for example, I'm not sure who it was talking about they're going to holidays with people that tell them basically they're not good enough. Like, don't be around those people because they're not going to help you get to that feeling. And if you can't get to that feeling, then you can't resonate with the things you want to manifest, and then you won't manifest them. And Paige said, yes, I literally always put restraints on what I want because I'm waiting for the right moment when I will be in the right place after I've done a million things. But damn, I am worthy now. Yes. I was with my boyfriend yesterday and I was looking at this thing and I was like, buy this. I was like, I don't know if I'm worthy of this. And he was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Of course you are. It's not even a question. Worthiness should not be a question. Take it off the table. Just take it off the table. Throw that fucking shit out the window. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. It's just bullshit. It's just boring ego bullshit. And get it out. So that's my sermon for today. I hope that's helpful. Worthiness is not a thing. You can quote me. And that's it. Drink some water. You may have a lot of stuff come up today. I really want you to stay extremely well hydrated. Cheers. And really, really drink your water. And like I said, if you have stuff come up today, which you might, do some more tapping. Just tap here if you're feeling anxious or some stuff is coming up. Go look in the mirror, do some mirror work, take a nap. You'll be fantastic. Paige said, tell Le Poisson, sorry that we didn't tap on his cracked ribs. You know, I think because I mentioned it at the beginning, we were kind of like surrogate tapping for his cracked ribs. So I'm going to see how he's feeling. I'll let you know. Thank you all for being here so much. I love you. You're beautiful as you are. You're deeply worthy of everything that you want. And it's available for you right now. So go out and make yourself feel good. Get aligned with that thing. You can do it. I love you. Bye.